much more fulfilling.
That's
You know, and at the end, I mean, so stuff that we've done, we don't regret any of it.
Okay.
We don't regret any of it. Like we had to do it again, we'd do it the same way. You know, staying up all night, you know, working full time, and staying up all night recording and sleeping on the job during the daytime. You know,
I understand that.
just So we enjoy it, and you wouldn't trade for nothing, man. The memories surpass all of it. Because the only thing that the difference that we have a lot of time between one year and then the next is those memories, man. And you feel like, hey, and we've accomplished a lot of things that I know they asked Michael Jackson once and about what he felt was one of the most rewarding things in his life, and he said getting in the Guinness Book of Records. Not the money that he made to get in there, but the idea that he got in there. So just the recognition of what you've done, and that's what we can look at now. I don't know about how many products David sometimes can give a guess at it. I don't know how many.
We did over some hundred some projects.
Yeah.
Between 45, I know maybe you never heard that, but
I know
you
for the
did
yeah,
that.
I'm old now. I know for the guys.
What they call them singles now.
Singles, that and
Yeah.
album projects,
And then too, having to have dealt with some, have got Michael Wine, have dealt with him that got so many Image Awards and the Grammy Awards and the brothers they background on Man in the Mirror for Michael Jackson. Quincy Jones produced about 3 or 4 albums on them. So to be able to move in those circles now, and these people have recorded with us, we've taken them over to Italy. I mean, I've done an Italian conference, a gospel conference over there, and as well as with Kurt Whalum now, that's on one of our projects that we released. Probably the world's greatest saxophonist. He's the one that plays on Whitney Houston when she said, that solo when she sings that song on Bodyguard. Yeah, he's the one that plays that solo on that. And also he's from my alma mater too, from Melrose. Yeah, we went to Melrose too. But just a reward, and now with the Persuaders, we got kids that have graduated from University of Memphis and film school and other ones that are doing productions and stuff. So it makes you feel, and it makes you feel like, okay, it was worth doing what, and those things too sometimes come back and just remind you that, what you're doing. Like the Clarks sister and them sing, is my living in vain? And they said, no, of course not. It's not in vain. When you're doing things that God had purposed you to do, it's not in vain, and there's a reward for it at the end. Just looking at your daughter, look at them attentively listening to it. That's all right. That's all right.
Okay. What are the biggest obstacles for what you do?
Oh.
Yeah, I understand that one for sure.
No, you don't understand that. No, you don't understand that.
But money. Money. You're always trying to figure out how I'm gonna do what I really want to do, and deal with this money thing, and it does, and sometimes it may make you do things limited, but then at the same time you still do it. It's almost like, you say, well, we're gonna go out to eat, but we want to go to, we want to go to this big fancy restaurant, but we go to McDonald's. But we still went out to eat. So sometimes, you want to do certain things and you want to do it on a grander scale, but you bag and do it and then you be just as happy. You be just as happy. So, he's right. Finance, but then we still have done it.
But I'm saying it is still one of them obstacles.
Yeah,
you do it, and like you saying, the other side of that is that you do it at a limited rate, or even if you do it on a big scale and stuff, it's still after the fact you're looking for to try to figure out where you're gonna dig another hole and find another little bag, to put on the next thing that you're trying to do to keep building this. Building his house.
But sometimes you put so much in something, you expect some return, and you don't get no return.
Sometimes.
One while we first started, we was just looking at just doing it. We was all excited off our first record. Then you get to a day you want to kind of get a little something back, then you get a little something. Then when you want to just break even, then I want to make a little profit. I can't be breaking even. So so it's those progression that you do, but the impact that you make sometimes, just like we got put on the Grammys committees because Dave Porter said, well, we was doing more than guys that was here in the city that was holding
He was
all
talking
kind.
about then,
They was holding all kind of positions, but we had recorded so many artists and did so much
press
stuff.
one single or nothing, and some of them just barely done pressed a single or something.
Yeah,
like you saying, and we was.
Yeah, and still is doing stuff. It still
yeah.
amazes me, just like I said, the project we just released, stuff just still come to us, and it's like, okay, so God have blessed, and so we have some future plans for some other things. I don't know if that's one of your other questions.
Oh, you've been looking at my sheet, and actually it's the last question, but it says, "What's next for the Payne Brothers?"
We in it right now. They keep, they work with these, like he's saying, the persuaders and stuff, work with these kids and try to get them with some ethics and, discipline and definitely integrity. You see so many people there, these kids and people, but part of it is what they see, like the politician. Folks will say something and then you look and they doing something totally different. And I'm a strong believer, me myself, of the fact that, just like I tell people, if you're gonna stand up there like saying you wanna be a minister, then you can't be like everybody else. You got to be a notch above. That's bottom line. You can't say, well, I'm human and that's supposed to excuse you to do everything everybody else doing. If God called you and you're in a certain position, then you gonna have to you're gonna have to stand up above that. That's just about and I've always believed that that's one of the key things. If I look at you and you say I'm gonna do this or that, then I'm a man of my word, and and you need to, if you want to step up in and say you're gonna be something, then you gotta stand behind it. And a lot of times that requires sacrifice and a lot of other things. Well, other folk can do certain things, you're gonna reside yourself. It's my piano lesson time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else going to party. It's my piano lesson. It's my it's what I supposed to be doing. This is it. So behind that, right now, like I'm saying, is that we are trying to keep that going, push that in the kids' face, to try to get them something to stand for other than, well, you can say whatever, but you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to, you ain't got to do it.
Yeah, that's the integrity. The Persuaders consist of, which is an organization that birthed out of, believe it or not, the first group we recorded that I started with my group, the group was called Persuaders. And later on in life, when we started this youth organization, that was the name that it went back to. And the Persuaders consist of three core values: integrity, which deals with honesty and all that, and like David said, saying what you say and be what you say and live, walk the walk and talk the walk and all that. And then the other piece is discipline, which we discipline encompass what we call self-control. You can't succeed in anything in life unless you learn some certain disciplines. I mean, if you want to, if you want to run track or whatever, then you got to go out and practice. You want to play basketball, you got to discipline yourself to do exercise that thing, do it every day. So and having self-control is very important. Lots of our kids today, which adults do too, they don't have self-control, and as a result of not having self-control, that's important. And then education is the other core value that we talk about. And education, you need to always be in the process of learning. David and I sit here. Out of 10 kids, he's number 9. I'm number 10. Okay, my mother's in the house up there. She's 92 years old. And y'all can go up there and interview her, and she can clearly get y'all just as better than us. She can articulate stuff, and so she's always educated. She educated me even today on certain things, but I want to know she knows what's going on. So education needs to be always. Life is about a process of always learning. You don't never reach a point. I know when you get out of school, hey, you think you're right there, but you got to learn some more stuff, ain't you, bro?
It's like they say getting grown. All of a sudden you find out What a bill? What's it? A life? What?
Yeah,
I got to what? I got to pay what? I got to do what?
And you got to be open to always learning. I mean, technology. You take somebody, our age.
Y'all using the tools.
Yeah. Y'all using tools. But David and I, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying we still stay on technology. He talking about it. Whatever the latest out there, we basically know whatever it is. You have to stay on. We have to always be constant. You can't reach a point. Well, now there are some things that stay the same. So nobody can sidetrack you. Some things stay the same, and the other thing, but it's some things change, and we need to learn how to use the smartphone and all the other stuff. But then, I have to learn how to text y'all and work with you on Facebook, and then you have to teach me a few other little things, and you see I can pick up on stuff, because that's what life is about. Yes, sir. And we have plans. You got another question? Oh yeah. We also have we actually have a building and some land, and we actually have plans on building a thing for persuaders to grow past this, where we can have actually facilities to teach kids and God have already blessed us with a place and land as well.
So what is it? 5 acres.
Sitting on 5 acres. A building. So
it's already a structure there.
It's already a structure. Yeah, and that's reading the finance.
Yeah, that's why I get that finance obstructed. Yeah, finance. That's what's holding us right now.
Yeah, because if we would be, and that's something we really, but I believe God is gonna really bless and it's gonna happen, and that's but we still do what we do now, like what we doing in our studio. See the chairs in here today, setting up.
We ain't finna stop
marching. We're not gonna stop. We're not. If we gotta go to McDonald's, we're gonna go to McDonald's. So we can get to a day one day we can go to. Move up a little bit higher to Applebee's or whoever, Outback or whoever, and then go on up to one of the most expensive restaurants. But
now have it brought in.
Catered to. But
that's the ultimate data.
So that's really about it in a nutshell. Of course, we love what we do. We known as the Payne Brothers, those that know and have worked with us, they know us as the Payne Brothers. I'm surprised we didn't start using lots in the young days. That's all they called us. Yeah, and we really was just kids when we started. We ain't kids no more, man.
Yeah, we still
got a child heart.
Yeah, I got quite a few more years.
Okay. Y'all have anything to ask now?
Go ahead and ask some questions.
Ask anything. Sure.
Oh, no, they ain't check because we done said everything.
You tired of talking to him. It's about time to go. We got enough.
I enjoyed it.